I saw that 40% SAS and 60% steel, and as an administrator with Donna, you could double or triple that, because I heard it from her. And one thing about Donna, she let you know she was a straight shooter, and but she was passionate, and I knew where she was coming from, and she loved the kids, and everything she argued with me about or complained about was always kid-oriented. It was never adult. It was not about her. It was not about the other staff. It was always about kids. She was totally focused on that. So I appreciate it, and I really respected what she said, and as well as other people who are sitting in this room. But she did tell me a story about a pet that she had, and it was a bird, and she loved that bird, and she gave it a name, Clucky, and you know, it's the South, and they give unusual names, you know, Clucky, you know. But anyway, she did love that bird a lot, and she looked forward to it. She'd come home from school, and she would, first thing she'd do is go pay attention to that bird and try to pet it, and just was enamored with it. And then one day, her bird was gone. And although she grew up in Charlotte, every place then they have, you know, like cyclone fences, you know, to keep the animals in. So she was wondering, did somebody steal my bird? Did the bird run out in the street and get hit by a car? And she was just...
By a tractor.
She was just worried so much about this bird. Do I need that?
Just for those who can't hear.
Can you hear me back there? Do I need this?
Yeah, for the video it'd be good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I have to press anything? Can you hear me? So anyway, she was very upset that her bird was missing, and she didn't know what happened to it. And because she loved it so much. But she did find out that her parents did not love this bird as much as she did. The bird was a chicken. And it was the best tasting pet she had ever. They cooked it. And I love that story. And she laughed. The best thing about Donna was her laugh. I mean, she would just giggle. I mean, and she would almost shake. And I loved it. And then she bat her eyes and just started laughing. And that's my story for Donna. And I'll save anything for like Outdoor Ed or something.
You know something about how Clucky relates to Kentucky, right?
Well, every time, well, that's the other thing. I forgot about that. Thank you. Every time they changed the letters for that company, KFC, but when they had the full name, after I heard that story, I always thought about it, and that's what Donna thought about, Kentucky Fried Clucky. So, if you like chicken. And then I just found out from Judy Nelson that she's a great fried, Southern fried chicken maker.
His whole name is Nello Vignacchi. Some of us are proud of that. Nello went to the University, UCLA, which is the University of Cicero, located at Austin Boulevard. I met Donna in 1968. My draft board was nice enough to tell me that when I graduated in June of '68, that if I didn't have a teaching deferment, I would be in Da Nang, South Vietnam, by my birthday in July. So I did my Dan Quayle National Service by teaching school for 4 years and staying out of the Army. And I was a debate coach at Rich East High School, and Earl was a debate coach at the University of Chicago Laboratory School. And for some untoward reason, we became very good friends the first tournament we met at. And of course, the Bells lived in Park Forest, and I lived in Park Forest, and Earl and I got to be close friends, and we would spend a lot of time together. And Donna decided that Earl was spending enough time with this guy that she wanted to check him out, and invited me over for a fried chicken dinner at the Bell's house. And she sat there most of the dinner and she kind of looked me up and down most of the dinner and didn't say a whole lot. And of course, Earl and I were monopolizing the conversation, talking about our very, very bright kids, and we had very bright kids. And we would complain about them because they were bright and they were smart-mouthed and talked about how stupid they were and this, that, and the other. And finally, about halfway through dinner, Donna put her fingers down and said, "Sonny," her nickname Earl, "I know why you like this guy. He's as stupid as you are with stories." And since then, we've been fast friends.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Curtis. I met this young man some years ago, and we became good friends, and in the meantime, I met Donna through him. I heard him say a moment ago that they were together for 55 years, and by all means, they loved each other. I know that to be a fact. So what I'm going to do at this time is sing this for Earl, dedicating it to Donna in her memory. Because you're mine, the brightest star I see looks down my love and envies me. Because you're mine. Because you're mine. Because you're mine. The breeze that hurries by becomes a melody and why? Because you're mine. Because you're mine. I only know for as long as I may live. I only live for the kiss that you alone may give me. And when we kiss, that isn't thunder, dear, it's only my poor heart you hear. And it's applause. Because you're mine. I only know for as long as I may live. I only live for the kiss that you alone may give me. And when we kiss, that isn't thunder, dear, it's only my poor heart you hear. And it's applause because you're mine.